Hi, this is Jeremy Moskowitz, and in this video we're going to use PoicyPak Cloud to deploy and install some software. So actually, we're going to get started in PoicyPak Cloud by going to our new file box. So the file box enables you to upload things that you want to deploy later. You just go ahead and click on Upload Files, and you can select a file that happens to exist on your machine. Here I've got the things that I'm going to be deploying. I've got a little 5 megabyte movie file. I'll go ahead and upload that little guy here. And then while I'm also here, like I said, I'll do a Notepad++ and also a Google Chrome installer. I'll just go ahead and open those guys, and you can see they zip into your file box on PoicyPak Cloud. So when this is over, the next steps we're going to do is we're going to create some what we call light policies here in PoicyPak Cloud, and then deliver these files and install some to our desktops. So there we go. So that part's all done. Now we'll go over to computer groups. And then I'm going to say for everybody at the company, I want to create a new file delivery policy. Okay, so file delivery policy enables you to give it a name and specify where you want this to go. So I'll give this everyone should watch this movie. Okay, actually it's corporate movie. All right, corporate movie file. Delivering it to the computer is fine, but that's not really about the user. What we want to say is, hey, deliver to every user who logs on to that computer. So we'll pick as the source file that movie. Okay, so sample movie. There we go. And then what we also want to do is set a destination location. This can be a temporary location, or we can put it in a location that we want the user to actually see this movie. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little extra magic trick, and I want to copy it, make the destination to be the user profile, and right on the desktop I'm going to have a little folder called movies, and then the movie file will be there. If I wanted to go the extra mile, I could also play the movie file as soon as it was downloaded. I'm not going to do that. I'll just leave it on the desktop. So that'll be magic trick number one, copying a movie file down. I'm going to do that for absolutely everybody. Then if a computer is in a particular group, I'll click on this company group I've got called roaming computers, and I'm going to create another file delivery policy here, and I will say deploy and install Notepad++. Okay, and again, I want to do this for every user who logs on. So the source file is going to be the Notepad++ installer, and Notepad++ installer has a special syntax here that to install it. Well, it's really Notepad++ installer /S. Well, that's great, but we can use this little environment variable here called $env dest file, and we're going to just paste that in here. So start $env : destination file, and then Notepad++ takes a /S, and that will make it a silent install. So go ahead and drive that in, and there we go. So the last thing I want to do is install Google Chrome. So what I'll do is I'll create and create a new file delivery policy here for install Google Chrome MSI. And I'll do this for, again, all users who log onto the computer. Some things are going to be great when you deliver it to the computer, like a system thing or a driver update or whatever, but this is a user-side thing I want to deliver to all users who log onto the computer. And I'll pick the source file again, will be my Chrome installer MSI. Now the syntax here is pretty simple. You want to run MSI exec /I against that destination file, and /QN is MSI exec code word for silent. So we're going to say, hey, run MSI exec against that destination file, totally silent. And that's it. So let's go ahead and click Save. And we've locked and loaded 3 directives. So we'll go over to our PoicyPak Cloud machine. I'm logged on as a standard user. I'm going to install the cloud client one time, a first time, as an admin. And then from that point forward, we're good to go. So I'm going to get prompted for UAC, for admin credentials, this one time here. And a couple things are going to happen. We're going to join PoicyPak Cloud, look to see what groups we're a member of. We should only be a member of the All group. And because remember the All group, you saw the movie folder should be created instantly, and then the movies will come down. In fact, we should be able to watch that in real time as soon as that policy kicks in. Oh, there we go. So there's the movies folder, and if we get to it quickly, no movie yet. This movie should be coming down any second and hitting us from the download from PoicyPak Cloud. So I'll go ahead and let's see. Maybe I'll oh, there we go. I don't need to do anything at all. It just magically showed up, which is what we expect. Again, this is a very important corporate video, and they can double click on it and see the very important corporate video. There we go. That's our CEO and so on. All right, anywho, so we'll close the corporate video out. And next thing we want to do is we want to get Notepad++ installed and also Chrome installed. Well, remember, what are we going to do? We simply have to move the computer from where he's currently just in all over to the roaming computers group. So I'm going to add or remove computers from this group. I'm going to pick that computer and click add. And now he's a member of that group, and therefore he's going to get these two new policies as well, including all the all stuff. So he gets all and roaming computers. We'll go back to the cloud machine. We'll then run command prompt and ppcloud/sync. And this is going to fetch the latest policies from File Delivery Manager. And then you can see the three policies. One is the corporate movie, second is Notepad++, and the third is the Chrome MSI. So let's just wait for it all to happen in real time. I won't stop the camera or anything, and we'll see how long it takes to actually download and install these things from PoicyPak Cloud. And again, it should all happen pretty silently, and what we should see is a Google Chrome icon appear, and also Notepad++. So we'll give this a couple seconds here. There's also, oh, there we go. There's Notepad++. It just kicked in. The other thing to mention is that, like I said, you can run any kind of PowerShell script you want to do after the fact if you've got some fancy pants stuff you want to do. You can also delete files and also the directory when it's all through. And there we go. We've just installed Chrome while we waited to all of your users, just like that, through PoicyPak Cloud. So there's Chrome and there's Notepad++. And here is our, again, corporate movie file that we put on the desktop. So just like that, you're good to go. And we can see browser router kicked in for Chrome because it's there, and we've got browser router engaged. And that's it. You are off to the races, my friend. Deploying stuff, installing stuff. It can be MSIs, they can be EXEs, they can be movie files, and they can be huge files too. And the idea is that if there's something that needs to take a lot of time to download, and the guy goes off the network and back on the network, we'll pick up where we left off. He doesn't have to restart that whole transfer over and over again. We'll just drip that stuff down to that desktop. Okay, that's it. I hope this helps you out. Looking forward to getting you started soon with PoicyPak Cloud and File Delivery Manager. Thanks so much.